and arranged wood all around the house and then said in a voice loud enough to make Ali, and Lady Fatima, hear. By God, O Ali, come out and pay allegiance to the Caliph of the Holy Prophet of Allah. Otherwise we will burn your house. Lady Fatima, said, O Umar, what do you have to do with us? He replied, open the door, otherwise we will burn your house. Lady Fatima, said, O Umar, are you not afraid of Allah and are you entering our house? Umar refused to return. He asked fire to be brought and he set the door on fire, then he pushed it and entered. Lady Fatima, came in front and screamed loudly, O father, O Prophet of Allah. Umar raised his sword with the shield and hit her on the side. She screamed, O father. He then lifted a whip and hit her on the hand and she cried, O Prophet of Allah. Abu Bakr and Umar behaved very badly after you. Ali, rushed, held him by the neck and pushed him away and Umar fell down and hurt his neck and nose. Ali, intended to kill him. He remembered what the Holy Prophet had said, and he said, by him, who gave Muhammad the status of prophethood, O son of Sahik, if the book from Allah had not been revealed and if the Holy Prophet had not taken a promise from me before, then you would have known that you could have never entered my house. Umar, complaining, sent somebody, and some people came and entered the house. Ali, went forward to lift his sword, so Confuse returned to Abu Bakr and Abu Bakr was frightened that Ali, with his sword, would go to him, since he knew Ali's bravery and determination. Abu Bakr said to Confuse, return to Ali's house and if he comes out then fine, otherwise enter his house. If he refuses then set the house on fire. Confuse, the cursed, returned and entered the house, without permission, with his companions. Ali, went forward to pick his sword. These people, who were so many went forward against him, got hold of him, raised their swords, arrested him and tied a rope in his neck. Lady Fatima, came in between Ali, and those people near the door of the house, so Confuse hit her with a whip. When she passed away, the mark of the wound was still on her shoulder. May Allah curse Confuse and the one who sent him. Then they pulled Ali, by force until they brought him to Abu Bakr, when Umar was standing with a sword behind Abu Bakr. Khalid ibn Walid, Abu Ubaidah ibn Jarrah and Salim Mawla Abu Huzaifa, Mughira ibn Sha'aba and others were sitting near Abu Bakr with weapons in their hands. Sulaim says, I asked Salman, did these people enter the house of Lady Fatima, without permission? He replied, yes, by God, when she did not even have a chador over her. So, she screamed, O father, O Prophet of Allah, Abu Bakr and Umar behaved so badly after you, while your eyes have not even closed in the grave and she was saying this loudly. Salman said, I saw Abu Bakr and those sitting near him crying with tears and whoever was there was crying except Umar, Khalid ibn Walid, and Mughira ibn Sha'aba. Umar was saying, we have nothing to do with women and their opinion. Salman said, Ali, was taken to Abu Bakr and he was saying, by God, if I had my sword in my hand, then you would see that you would have never reached this stage. By God, I do not consider myself bad in doing jihad with you. If I had even 40 people, then I would disperse your community. May God curse that community who paid allegiance to me and then became disloyal. When Abu Bakr saw Ali, he screamed and loudly said, release him. Ali, said, O Abu Bakr, how soon did you act against the Holy Prophet? And with what rights and reasons you called people to pay you allegiance? Did you not pay allegiance to me yesterday by the command of Allah and His Prophet? Confuse the cursed, had hit Lady Fatima, with a whip when she came in between Ali, and the people and Umar had sent him saying, if Fatima comes in between you and her husband, hit her so. Confuse, the cursed, forced her to take refuge behind the door and he pushed the door so her rib near the side got broken and she had a miscarriage. So she was continuously ill until she attained martyrdom. In this, Salman said, when Ali was taken to Abu Bakr, Umar very rudely told Ali, pay allegiance to Abu Bakr and leave your useless talks. Ali asked, if I do not pay allegiance, what will you people do? People said, we will kill you with humiliation and degradation. Ali said, That will mean that you killed Abdullah and the brother of Prophet of Allah Abu Bakr said, as far as Abdullah is concerned it is correct, but we do not accept you the brother of the Prophet of Allah. Ali said, do you deny that the Holy Prophet had declared brotherhood between him and myself? Abu Bakr said, yes. Ali repeated this thrice. Then Ali turned towards those people who had gathered around Abu Bakr and said, O group of Muslims, Muhajirin and Ansar, I am asking you to swear by Allah that you have heard the Holy Prophet say such and such and Ghadir come and say such and such in the battle of Tabuk he did not leave anything that the Holy Prophet had said, until he reminded them of absolutely everything. Everyone replied, indeed, yes. When Abu Bakr heard this, he got frightened that people might help Ali to stop what was being done. He quickly said, what you have said is true and I have heard it with my own ears, I knew in my heart. Remembered it but I also heard after that the Holy Prophet say, we all al-Bayt are those whom Allah has chosen and gave a status and has chosen the hereafter against this world for us. And Allah has not decreed that prophethood and caliphate be the same. Ali asked, is there anyone among the companions of the Holy Prophet who can be a witness to what you have said? Umar said, the Caliph of the Holy Prophet is saying truth. I have heard the Prophet of Allah saying this. Abu Ubaidah, Salim Mawla Abu Huzaifa and Ma'az ibn Jabal said, he has told the truth. We have heard it from the Prophet of Allah. Ali said to him, you have completed your cursed Sahifa which you agreed in Kaaba, i.e. if Muhammad is killed or dies you people will take away this caliphate from all al-Bayt. Abu Bakr asked, how did you know about this? We did not tell you. Ali said, O Zubair you, and Salman you, and Abu Dar and Miqdad you, I am asking you for the sake of Allah and for the sake of Islam, did you not hear the Holy Prophet say when you were listening, this one and that one, until he counted up to 5, they have made between them a written agreement and have vowed to keep it if I am killed or I die. They replied, indeed, yes, we heard the Holy Prophet say that to you. Yes, we heard that these people had made an agreement and vowed to keep it if he is killed or dies. They will overpower you and, O Ali, they will remove you from this caliphate. Ali said, when the Holy Prophet said this I asked, O Prophet of Allah, may my parents be sacrificed for you, when this happens what do you instruct me to do? Salman, Abu Dar, Miqdad and Zubair said, he instructed you that if you find helpers then you fight against them and get your rights, if you do not get helpers then you pay allegiance and save your blood. Ali said, by God, if those 40 people who paid allegiance to me had been loyal to me then I would have fought against you in the way of Allah. But remember, by God, until the day of judgment your generation will not get it caliphate. And what makes your talks a lie, which you have attributed to the Holy Prophet as Allah saying? Or do they envy the people for what Allah has given them of His grace? But indeed, we have given to Ibrahim's children the book and wisdom and we have given them a grand kingdom. 4:54. What is meant by book here is prophethood, wisdom is tradition and grand kingdom is caliphate and we are Ibrahim's children. The prophet has a greater claim on the faithful than they have on themselves, and his wives are their mother, and the possessors of relationship have the better claim in the ordinance of Allah to inheritance, one with respect to another, that other believers, and then those who have fled their homes, except that you do some good to your friends. This is written in the book. 33:6. So, you also bring forward whom Allah has brought forward and put behind him whom Allah has left behind and give wilayat guardianship and inheritance to the one to whom Allah has given. Umar stood up and said to Abu Bakr who was sitting on the pulpit, you are sitting on the pulpit and this man is sitting and is prepared for war, he is not getting up to pay you allegiance. Give us order to cut his neck off. At this time Hassan and Hussein were standing and when they heard what Umar said they started crying. Ali hugged both of them and told them, do not cry, by God, these people are not able to kill your father. Aman, who had brought up the Holy Prophet came forward and said, O Abu Bakr, how soon have you all revealed your hypocrisy and jealousy? Umar gave order and she was removed from the mosque. He said, what do we have to do with women? Buraidah Islami stood up and said, "Oh, Umar, are you attacking the brother and the father of the children of the Holy Prophet S? And you are that very person whose reputation in Quraysh is known to us. Are you two not the ones to whom the Holy Prophet S had told to go to Ali, and greet him saying, Amir al-Mu'minin, and you two had asked if this was in accordance with Allah and His Prophet's command, and the Prophet S had said yes. Abu Bakr said, yes, it was like that, but the Prophet of Allah had after that said, for his prophethood and caliphate cannot be combined together. Buraidah said, the Holy Prophet S had not said that. By God, I will not remain in a city in which you stay as Emir. Umar gave order and he was beaten and thrown out of the mosque. Then Umar said, O Ibn Abi Talib, stand up and pay allegiance. Ali asked, if I do not do it then? He said, at that time we will cut your neck. Ali said it 3 times. Then he, without opening his palm, stretched his hand, and Abu Bakr put his hand on his Ali's hand and was happy with that. Before allegiance, Ali, when a rope was tied to his neck, said loudly, Son of my mother, surely the people reckoned me weak and had well nigh slain me. 150. Zubair was told to pay allegiance, he refused. Umar, Khalid ibn Walid and Mayra ibn Sha'aba with a few people rushed to him, took away his sword from his hand, threw it on the floor and broke it, and held him by the neck. Zubair said, when Umar was on his chest, O son of Sa'ik, by God, if my sword was in my hand, then you would not have got away from me. He then paid allegiance. Salman says, then they held me, and twisted my neck until it became like a piece of flesh, then took my hand and twisted it, and then forcefully I paid the allegiance. Then Abu Dar and Miqdad also paid allegiance forcefully. And among us there was nobody as outspoken as Zubair, because when he paid allegiance he said, O son of Sa'ik, by God, if these evil people who supported you were not present, then you would not able to come to me, and my sword would be